Look around you. Look at your mobile phone. Is it even close to the cell phone that you used back in the 90s? Not at all. But we were sure impressed with the technology at the time. The cell phone of the 90s became obsolete within just a few years, but it didn't just disappear. It evolved through hundreds of iterations into what we use today. This constant innovation is at the very core of what it means to be human. At Fueling Brains, we recognize that the very same innovative spirit must also apply to early childhood education. What was groundbreaking 2 decades ago is no longer relevant because the rest of the ecosystem has advanced. Imagine the new phenomenon of CADIT, the COVID-assisted digital transformation, which happened right in front of us and gave organizations just 2 choices: transform now or become obsolete. This is today's reality. This is the world for which we must prepare our students. It is why they need to be agile, as well as conscious of their decisions and actions. To do that, the entire education ecosystem demands iteration and innovation. While school administrators and policymakers need fresh ideas and practices, teachers need technology that is easy to use, can complement what they are already doing, and can guide them by assessing every child's brain development needs. At the same time, parents need to be involved more than ever, with a window of opportunity to play an informed role with their child's growth. This is where Fueling Brains comes in. We have spent years in research and development to create a system that leverages the best of technology, neuroscience, teaching philosophies, and childcare expertise to help schools drastically improve students' IQ, emotional intelligence, passing rates, and test scores, among others. And that results in better parent engagement, satisfaction, student enrollments, school access to additional funding, better programs, you name it. The best part of our learning system is that it complements what already exists and simply makes it better. It's what we call innovation by iteration. Our aim is not to disrupt or cause chaos, but to enhance and complement what you already have, without the need for high costs, red tape, or changing the way you deliver your programs. Fueling Brains is an end-to-end early learning management system and intelligence tracking tool that relies on data gathering and analysis. This is followed by a plethora of carefully crafted activities that fuel the development of executive functions. This means a customized learning plan for every child, as well as an ecosystem development plan with coaching and training of teachers and parents. The intelligence tracking system is every teacher's dream tool. It helps them gauge an individual child's brain growth development non-intrusively. It informs teachers about a child's assets and areas that need intervention. It's the intelligence tools that lead teachers to informed teaching, compared to the current broadcast teaching method, which does not adjust according to individual brain development needs. Once the teacher is aware and informed of how every child's brain is developing and which areas need attention, we identify an intervention plan, or as we call it, bridging the gap activities, which are tailor-made for executive functions development. With over 5,000 activities, we ensure that the individual needs for every child are met. The strategy is as good as the execution, hence we make sure that the actual implementation is top-notch. We work closely with everyone in the ecosystem, including teachers, parents, and administrators, and guide them on every process, keeping the entire experience constructive, natural, and frictionless. And just in case, if there is one iota of confusion about the importance of implementing this approach, we must remember that 0 to 7 years is the most critical window for children to develop their executive functions, fluid intelligence, and overall IQ. How we shape them in this phase will define not just their own future, but the future of their family, their community, and their society at large. When it comes to applying our brain development system in a district or school or even classroom, we've done the work beforehand. We've identified the key signs of executive functions development, and we can quickly and accurately assess a large student population. We understand the federal, state, and local guidelines, and we've done all of the work. The Fueling Brains system has been built specifically to meet government regulations from across the United States. All you have to do is press play. It is that easy. Are you still wondering why Fueling Brains? Put aside for the moment that our system can improve graduation rates, reduce dropout rates, and increase overall performance on standardized tests such as the SAT or ACT. Forget that Fueling Brains can help a greater proportion of students get into advanced placement classes or the top colleges in the country. You can even drop, for now, the knowledge that we can help prepare your students not just for academic success, but for a lifetime of learning and personal growth. Here is our most important claim. It is a bold one, but it's also one we can back up with expertise, experience, and evidence. We will make your state, your district, your school, your classroom, every level, an education superstar. Everyone will ask, how did you do it? You'll tell them it was grit, determination, a focus on all students as well as the individual student, and a passion for learning. Oh, yeah, and Fueling Brains assisted with all of that. You might even forget about us. Why? Because we made it so easy. That is our promise at Fueling Brains. Let's work together and make our future better.